Good afternoon. Welcome to Tiger Beat. I'm Crystal Thomas. In this week's top stories, the battle to save the tuition equalization grant is far from over. This grant provides tuition assistance for residents of Georgia who attend qualified private institutions. Georgia's Senate has passed a budget to determine the funding for the TEG. They will spend the next week deciding on an actual amount for the grant. The Georgia Independent College Association is an association comprised of Georgia's private colleges, not for profit colleges and universities. They support higher education in Georgia. On their website, they are offering a chance for students and faculty members to send a petition and sign a letter to Congress urging them to emphasize how much the current amount of $700 that the grant offers has helped them pay for college. The House Appropriations Committee has proposed a 28.5% reduction to the grant, which is about $200. Students and staff members can also fill out the petition multiple times as more information becomes available. On Thursday, March 24th, Dr. Watara and Phi Alpha Theta History Honor Society presented a panel discussion entitled Female Beauty, Power or Weakness here at Brunel University. The panel was held in recognition of Women's History Month 2013. The panelists were Dr. Andrea Birch, Professor of Philosophy, Dr. Catherine Losey, Professor of English, Dr. Latricia Scriven, Professor of Mathematics and Chair of the Mathematics and Science Department, as well as women's college students Zura Doost from Afghanistan and Yunfei Wang from China. The discussion lasted for about an hour and discussed the ways in which female beauty is defined, used, as well as the influences of the media on present and past perceptions of beauty, internationally and domestically. Also, earlier that day, Brunel University Student Government Association held its President's Cabinet Open Forum in which President Schrader answered various questions about the university, such as questions about funding, tuition, dormitory repairs, and the new Golden Tiger, as well as other topics about Brunel. The President and his staff answered questions, and the discussion was facilitated by SGA President Eleanor Kahn.
Hi, I'm Kelsey Williamson reporting for Tiger Beat, and we're live at Brunel President's Cabinet Open Forum Spring 2013.
Open Forum today is with all the President's Cabinet, and so students are able to answer questions, well, they get their questions answered directly from the President's Cabinet. So I know there's going to be a lot of questions about housing and IT, and we've already talked about them in previous meetings, and there's going to be a lot of solutions that the students are going to be really happy to hear.
That's all for Brunel News. Now for world news. The leader of the opposition Syrian National Coalition, the SNC, Ahmed Moaz al-Khatib, has resigned, and he posted to Facebook that the world powers had failed to help the rebels and that he could better help improve the situation by working outside of the opposition. Some sources say he believed the coalition may have been corrupted. A later report also said that the SNC has refused his resignation and expected him to continue to fulfill his duties. U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry said that he liked Khatib and was sorry to see him go. Khatib's resignation comes only a day after the European Union foreign ministers failed to come to an agreement over whether to exempt Syrian rebels from an arms embargo. In other news, Amanda Knox faces another decision in deciding her fate. Italian courts are determining whether or not she should be retried. Knox's case was in the news for quite some time. She spent 4 years in jail because of murder charges she faced and the death of her roommate, Meredith Kircher, while she was studying abroad in Perugia, Italy. Her former boyfriend, Rafael Solicio, were convicted in 2009 and they faced 25 years in prison. Her boyfriend received 1 year more than she did. Their convictions were overturned in 2011. Kircher was a 21-year-old British exchange student. Her body was found in an apartment in which she shared with Knox on November 2, 2007. Italian prosecutors say they want to retry Knox. The Italian Supreme Court will rule on whether or not her acquittal can be overturned on Monday. Rudy Herman Gide, a native of Ivory Coast, admitted to being with Kircher the night she died, but claimed he didn't kill her. He is also currently serving 16 years. Knox and her boyfriend claimed he was the one who killed Kircher, and he argued that they were the ones who killed her. So, we will have more information about that as it becomes available. After getting frustrated following news coverage of the Steubenville rape trial, a sophomore at University of Oregon decided to make a video of her own. The 26-second video, entitled "A Needed Response," is in the style of a public service announcement and illustrates how persons should behave when someone passes out around them.
Hey bros, check who passed out on my couch. Guess what I'm gonna do to her? Real men treat women with respect.
Samantha Stindl, who is a cinema, art, and multimedia student, uploaded the video Friday, and it has already gotten almost 400,000 views on YouTube. I was studying for finals and was procrastinating by reading the news. I was reading about the Steubenville rape trial and getting more and more angry about the coverage, she said. I wanted to make something that was more positive than what was being shown. We should be treating each other as human beings, not blaming victims. Stindl is now on spring break and is heading home to Sandwich, Washington. She was very happy her message was reaching so many people. I'm just happy it's getting out there, she said. The more people that get the message, the better. Ford Motor Company and the advertising firm WPP have issued apologies after mock-up ads for the Ford Figo, a hatchback made in India, were posted online last week. Business Insider Laura Stampler reports, while the 3 posters were uploaded to and removed from Ads of the World, the one that was perhaps received the most attention features caricatures of 3 scantily clad women with their hands and feet bound and their mouths gagged. In the driver's seat, looking back and flashing a peace sign, is a grinning man who looks a lot like Silvio Berlusconi, the former embattled Prime Minister of Italy. He has been involved in a lot of controversies lately. So, he was facing charges for having inappropriate relations with an underage woman. In a statement emailed to the Huffington Post, WPP expressed regret over the publication of the ads and said they should have never been created in the first place. We deeply regret the publishing of the posters that were distasteful and contrary to the standards of professionalism and decency within the WPP group, the statement said. These were never intended for paid publications and should have never been created, let alone uploaded to the internet. The result was individuals acting without proper oversight, and appropriate actions have been taken within the agency where they work to deal with the situation. Ford did not respond to a request for a comment from the Huffington Post Saturday, but also issued a statement to the Wall Street Journal that echoed WPP's. We deeply regret this incident and agree with our agency partners that it should have never happened, Ford said in a statement, as reported by the Wall Street Journal. The posters are contrary to the standards of professionalism and decency within the Ford and our agency partners. The Figo, which was launched in 2010, has a base price of about $7,159. That's all for the Tiger Beat news section. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for sports with Ina Mamora. Once again, I'm Crystal Thomas reporting for Tiger Beat.
Welcome to this episode of Tiger Beat Sports Section. I'm Ina Mamora. Let's kick off with a summary of our Golden Tiger activity during the week. The National NAIA office announced Tuesday, March 19th, Bernal tennis team was ranked #1 on the 2013 NAIA Women's Tennis Coaches Top 25 after receiving all 12 first place votes for 312 points. They have become the 3rd different SSAC team to hold the spot this season. Way to go, ladies. Don't forget to show your support in their upcoming matches in April. In track and field, our Golden Tigers secured 6th place in Emory Sunday, March 24th, out of 19 teams. Overall, the team had 11 top 10 finishes. Great work, Tigers. Don't forget to show your support in their upcoming events in April. Our athlete of the week is Miss Elizabeth Schneider, who had a great week at the plate with a .714 hitting average with 10 hits and a walk in 15 plate appearances. She had 3 doubles and dove in 9 runs in 4 games. I had the honor of speaking with her earlier this week.
I played softball for 7 years. I just like the intensity of the game, and it's really a mental and physical game, so I really like the mental part of it. I really like the smaller class sizes and the, I guess, more of the attention with the professors, and then Bernal also is known to have a really good sports program and softball program. I don't know, my parents have always taught me to just try your hardest and do your best, and I've always grown up with that belief. Just give 100% every day and just try to do your best every day. I have to say my mom. Like I said before, she's always taught me to do your best and try your hardest, and even if you don't succeed, as long as you know you've given it your all, you know you've done well. Well, I'd really like for our team to win conference and go to the national tournament and win nationals, and then also just help my team in any way I can succeed. do whatever I can to help them.
Gabby Harvey received honorable mention in the 2013 NAIA Division I Women's Basketball All-America Team Wednesday, March 20th. Players were selected by the NAIA Women's Basketball Coaches Association All-America Committee. Congratulations to Gabby for this great accomplishment. We have two new faces for the fall 2013 season. Shelby Rumker of Douglas, Georgia has committed to swim with Brenau in fall 2013. A transfer from South Georgia College, Rumker brings 2 years of experience and numerous accolades, including 5 SGC team records, and earned All-America status in 3 individual events. Freestyle sprinter and breaststroker Sophie Nostrom of Sweden has committed to swim for Brenau in fall 2013. Nostrom has been swimming since she was 5 years old and has qualified for the Swedish Youth Nationals and Junior Nationals in the 50 freestyle. Welcome to university, and we're glad to have you. So now let's take a look at the hot topics in national and international sports. The CONCACAF World Cup qualifiers played on Friday were exciting, with Mexico tying in Honduras 2-2, the U.S. playing in a field cover in snow defeated Costa Rica 1-0 in Denver, and Panama snatches a draw in Jamaica 1-1. On Tuesday, U.S. visited Mexico, Jamaica hosted Costa Rica, and Panama headed to Honduras. With these results, this is what the qualifier looks like. Remember, only the top 3 spots are guaranteed a spot in the 2014 World Cup hosted in Brazil. The 4th place will have to face New Zealand. The next matches will be played in June.
Once again, I'm Crystal Thomas reporting for Tiger Beat.
And I'm Irma Mora.
Thank you guys for watching.
We'll see you next time.